Welcome to the Government News Brief for today, Monday, September 26, 2016. In the news, Guyana offers an additional 2 million hectares of land for conservation purposes, Witness Protection Bill opens for public consultation, and Region 7 reports improvement in healthcare services. Stay tuned for the details. Thank you for staying with us. I am Azim Khan. Guyana has offered more of its territory for conservation towards global climate change efforts. Find out more in this report. During his address to the 71st session of the United Nations General Assembly on September 20, President David Granger said Guyana is developing a comprehensive emissions reduction program as part of its responsibility to contribute to global solutions to the threat of climate change.
We will set aside an additional 2 million hectares of our territory for conservation purposes. Guyana is pursuing a low-carbon growth trajectory to enhance our contribution to the campaign against climate change through the preservation of our forests within the ambit of REDD+ mechanism. We will contribute up to 48.7 million metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalent to the global mitigation effort through a program of avoided emissions.
The president also says that Guyana will deepen its research by establishing an International Institute of Biodiversity at the Iwo Krama International Center for Rainforest Conservation and Development.
Guyana made a covenant with the world to be an exemplar of green growth in 1989, 3 years before the United Nations Conference on Environment and Development in Rio de Janeiro in 1992. We made a gift with the prospect of sustainable development and to a project to protect our environment through our generous grant of 371,000 hectares of our pristine rainforest to be used as an international model.
This institute, he says, will allow scientists and students from the Caribbean and around the world to visit Guyana to increase their knowledge of vital ecosystems and to share in the study of the Guyana Shield's biodiversity. The Iwo Krama International Center for Rainforest Conservation and Development, located in the center of Guyana, is at the heart of the Guyana Shield, survives and thrives as a testament of Guyana's commitment to sustainable development and environmental conservation. The government is on track to table the Witness Protection Bill and Protected Disclosures, Whistleblowers Bill 2016 at the next parliamentary sitting. Details in this report.
The draft bill, which is currently at the Attorney General's chambers, when passed, will aid in the prosecution of high-profile criminal cases for which witnesses are usually too scared to come forward. Minister of Public Security Kemraj Ramjatan explains.
The Witness Protection Program was long seen as very important, not because of the white-collar crime that the forensic audits might have revealed, but long before that. People inside of narcotic offenses were saying they wanted some protection because they feel narcotics people can kill them.
Witness protection protects witnesses in high-profile criminal court matters from harm. While some witnesses may only require protection until the conclusion of a trial, some witnesses need a new identity and may live the rest of their lives in protection. Minister Ramjatan details the costs involved.
What the Witness Protection Plan will require a lot of finances, because some of these witnesses we might have to put in Trinidad and far off places because they might not be safe in Guyana. And that will be very expensive an exercise.
Minister of Public Security Kemraj Ramjatan says that witnesses critical to prosecuting past government operatives for wrongdoings identified by over 50 forensic audits were not coming forward because of fear of reprisal. The Witness Protection Program will see the establishment of 3 agencies, namely administrative, investigative, and protective, each working with the other to ensure protection of witnesses who qualify. The Witness Protection Bill 2016 comes up for public consultation on Monday, October 10, 2016 at the Guyana Pegasus Hotel at 9 hours. The public is invited. For this government news brief, Namila Henry Rowe.
Region 7 records considerable improvements in healthcare delivery services. Here are the details.
The health sector in Region 7 has seen continuous improvement and development in a number of areas. Regional Health Officer Region 7, Dr. Edward Segala, tells Gina more.
I'm glad to say that in 2015 we had 18 surgeries done. Only for this year up to now, since the arrival of the surgeons, we have been able to do over 93 cases. Other than that, the ultrasound machine, which was not operational, is now working. So our community is receiving free ultrasound tests ordered by the medical specialist. The dental services have improved. A new dental chair has been bought.
The region has also acquired a new river ambulance, which will be put into use by year end. Additionally, Dr. Segala explains what can be expected in the region's health sector in 2017.
We would like to see the manpower issue being expanded. Being a regional hospital, it will call for additional areas of specialties. For example, support services like nutrition, like social workers, like emergency medical technicians, biomedical technicians. We want to have other support services up and running, like laboratory services, medical imaging.
Further plans include having the accident and emergency unit of the Bartica Regional Hospital function in 24/7. For the past 3 years, the region has not recorded any neonatal or maternity deaths. These and other successes contribute to the improved level of healthcare provided in Region 7. For the Government News Brief, I am Delicia Yanes.
The Hinterland Employment and Youth Services HAZE program in Region 9 is moving ahead to empower youths despite a few hindrances. Find out more in this report.
Over the weekend, Minister within the Ministry of Indigenous Peoples Affairs, Valerie Guidalo, visited Mokomoko, St. Ignatius, Parashara, and Napi and assured the participants and facilitators of the HAZE program that the issues affecting the program are currently being addressed. The minister says that she is happy to have visited the region to give encouragement to the participants.
I'm happy that I was here to explain certain things to them and to encourage them to commit themselves to the program. And I think the response was great from both facilitators and youths.
The minister points out that a number of challenges are faced by the HAZE participants and facilitators. However, despite these, the minister says that both participants and facilitators are committed to the program.
But at the same time, facilitators, most of them did not make that hinder them from teaching, let's say, carpentry and joinery. They went about and borrowed from the villagers who had the tools so that they can start something. Or like in Parashara, they have made benches already.
Gina spoke to a few of the participants and facilitators of the HAZE program during the minister's visit.
She encouraged the youths to go ahead with this program, and I think that is very important. Encouragement is very important for them, and I've been doing the same, so it was just an additional encouragement to them.
I think the visit the minister gave was very good because we didn't need somebody to come in to really give us clear information, and I think she should visit a little more, come in more often to talk to us.
With this, her presence and talking to her in person, it really encourages, and for me then, to, as she re-emphasized on certain things, it helped me to see things in a different light. Because actually I was wondering how should I begin, or how should I continue, and that really helped me a lot.
Under the HAZE program, youths are trained and certified in areas of garment construction, carpentry, joinery, tourism, auto mechanic, and entrepreneurship. They are also taught mathematics and English language. The program is currently ongoing in 112 hinterland communities. It was developed to positively contribute to improving the lifestyle and living standards for hinterland youths and young adults. Isaiah Braffett, Government News Brief.
Minister within the Ministry of Communities, Dawn Hastings Williams, tells Upper Mazaruni students that the government remains committed to fulfilling the rights to education for Indigenous children. Here is that report.
The minister within the Ministry of Communities recently conducted an education outreach to several communities in Upper Region 7. During the meeting, Minister Hastings Williams met with students of Camarang, Jawala, Keiko, and Quibana, where she reiterated her government's commitment towards bringing access to and the quality of education offered in hinterland on par with what is offered on the coastland.
As we celebrate Education Month, bear in mind Every child matters, and that is why we are embarking as a government to ensure that you have your books. If when there is a need for a boat, that you will be given a boat. If we receive a request that we have 20, 40 children who have to paddle to school every day and there needs a boat, the government is going to give the children boats so that they can go to school every day.
The minister outlined several initiatives that the not yet 2 years old government have already done to improve education delivery in the hinterland. Among these was the 5Bs program.
Last week, I was in Mabruma with the president when he commissioned the 11th bus. So we're going, he's going throughout the country, commissioned the 11th bus, so children there now can get access to school every day, going into that, using that bus to travel. And some children got bicycles.
Exactly 3 months after assuming office, at the gathering of the National Two Souths Council 2015, President Granger unveiled government's 10-point plan for hinterland development. Key among these was the rolling out of hinterland education support programs to ensure that every school-aged child gets a sound education. Government has since embarked on this goal. For the Government News Brief, I am Delicia Haynes.
We have come to the end of today's edition of the Government News Brief. The details of these and other stories can be found on GINA's website. GINA has an active Facebook page and we encourage you to visit and like us. Join the GINA mailing list by subscribing to our website and YouTube channel. Do join us again tomorrow for another edition of the Government News Brief. Thank you for watching.